What if the only thing that you truly want is to see differently? Could it be that your deepest desire isn't for control, but for clarity? Today we're contemplating lesson 27. Above all else, I want to see. This lesson is not about effort. It is about devotion. The perceptual error that we are undoing is this. You say you want peace, and you may even believe you want peace, but in practice, you still want your own interpretations more. And this lesson brings the hierarchy of desire into light. To say, above all else I want to see, is to admit that nothing else has truly satisfied you. Not being right, not being safe, not being admired, not getting the outcome you want. None of these things have led to lasting satisfaction. Because without vision, every gain becomes yet another form of fear. The ego hears all of this as sacrifice. It may think something like, if I see differently, if I place vision above all else, what will I lose? And so the lesson answers this gently. Vision has no cost. It can only bless. Because in truth, you are not giving up anything real. You are giving up distortion, an illusory way of looking at the world that is tainted by fear. That is what you lose. In this lesson, we're focusing on repetition. And repetition is required because priority must become stable. The mind will tend to drift back to its old gods. Gods like urgency and grievances, control, self-concern, trying to protect a self-image. But remember, above all of these, you want to see truly. You want to see reality. So this lesson is a reordering of priorities. And the real measure is simple. How often will you remember? Because that is how much you truly want it. And yet even here, just one sincere moment of choosing vision above all else can collapse years of wandering through the mazes of the mind's illusions. And that is because reality responds instantly. We're not waiting on time. We are waiting to see what you truly place first. And what you want to see is what you will see. And now, before we go deeper, I invite you to take a deep breath. Let your body relax for a moment as you let your jaw loosen, your belly expand, your breath becomes spacious, and lean into full, lucid presence here and now. And with your eyes open or closed, gently place the central idea in your mind. Above all else, I want to see. And see if you can come into contact with the possibility that this statement is true. Feel after it. What would it be like? What would this moment feel and be experienced as by you if this statement was wholly true? Take these next few moments to sense into it and contemplate your life through this lens. And now, let's unfold our contemplation into dialogue. And the first question that I want to pose is this: what does it actually mean to want to see? And how is that different from wanting relief, healing, or improvement?
Wanting to see feels more spacious than wanting relief. Relief implies there's something wrong that needs fixing, right? Like wanting to scratch an itch. You're focused on making something unpleasant go away. But wanting to see, that feels open-ended. It's not about fixing anything, just willingness to receive whatever's here. Healing or improvement seems smaller, almost like specific outcomes you're aiming for. But wanting to see seems to want whatever is actually true, not what I think should be true.
It's like an openness. It's like being receptive to reality. But then why does that idea of wanting vision above all else feel threatening to the mind?
Because the mind thinks it already knows. Like, I want to see, but I want to see what I expect to see. I want to see proof that my story about the world is right. But that's not really wanting to see, is it? That's wanting confirmation. And if vision shows something different than the story, well, then the story's in trouble. So, wanting to actually see means letting go of the story altogether. And the mind really doesn't like that.
Letting go of the story altogether. So, is that all that the ego believes it will lose if vision truly comes first, or is there more?
I think it's more fundamental than just the story. It's the entire structure built around separation. The ego isn't worried about a plot line falling apart. It's terrified of no longer being someone to defend. The story, all the defenses, all the preferences, that's literally what the ego identifies with. Without that, it's not sure what it even is. So yeah, letting go of the story is letting go of the self as it understands itself. And that feels like annihilation.
So if then, the lesson emphasizes that vision has no cost, and yet it feels like sacrifice to a certain, let's say, aspect of our consciousness, the ego. How do we navigate between these two? Like, how is it that on one hand it feels like sacrifice is true, and on the other hand there's no cost to it?
That's the trick, isn't it? It feels like sacrifice to the part of us that believes in scarcity, like there's only so much perception to go around. We think, if I let go of my specific story, then what's left? But from Shanti's perspective, or from the lesson's perspective, there's actually nothing to lose. The ego's resistance is the feeling of sacrifice. But the truth is, letting go of the ego's identity isn't actually losing anything. What appears like cost is just the ego's resistance dissolving. The ego can only feel loss. And real love or peace isn't actually asking it to lose anything. It's asking to become aware that the idea of something being lost was never real in the first place.
So it's like it feels like there's more fear associated with seeing clearly or seeing reality as it is than even fear that's associated with suffering.
It's so true. Suffering is familiar. We know how to live within the story. We know how to complain about how things should be, how to blame others, how to avoid feeling. But truly seeing, that's an unknown, and the ego can't predict it or control it. With suffering, we have a narrative arc, roles, drama. When you actually see, the narrative collapses. And that's scarier than any amount of hardship. Suffering, at least, lets you stay who you think you are.
Yeah, it preserves the identity. So, what does it reveal then? When this lesson is talking about repetition and emphasizing repetition over understanding, what is it actually showing us?
It's like the mind isn't trying to figure something out, it's actually unlearning. The repetition isn't about getting the concept right, it's about loosening the grip of what we already believe. Each repetition is like softening around a rigid belief that I need to know or I have to be in control. The lesson feels like it's stripping away layers of defense instead of building more understanding on top. Each time you say, above all else I want to see, it's giving the mind a permission slip to let go of what it thinks it knows.
So it's not so much really about effort, and it's not like about a robotic affirmation, but it's really about trying to shift internally our sense of priority, right? Like what we place first as let's say if we want to call it a goal of the moment, or what we truly value moment by moment.
Exactly. It's subtle. It's like if I find myself wanting to solve something, to figure something out or protect myself, I shift awareness slightly to, actually what I want more than clarity is just to see what's really here. It's not about pushing something away, like I'm not going to try to figure this out. It's not either or, it's more like centering what you truly desire in that moment. And that feels much more profound than an affirmation. It's like what the ego is asking for versus what truth actually offers.
So, we are doing these repetitions in order to really come to a moment where we truly mean what we say, right? And what would it really then mean if we have even one sincere moment of desire? When the lesson says that it would outweigh years of spiritual striving, what is it really talking about?
That's what gets me. That single sincere moment. The lesson implies it holds more weight than all the intellect, all the dedication, all the practice. It's like all that effort was just leading up to that one clean intention, that pure desire. It suggests the ego's efforts to fix things can't compare to the grace that happens when there's genuine openness. That letting go from the center isn't work, it's recognition. It's not about how much you've studied, it's about whether in this one moment you truly want to see what's really here, rather than what you think should be here.
Yeah, I remember in the course, it talks about that we actually always see what we want to see. This is the foundation of perception. Perception is projection. So, at some level, whatever we are seeing, if we want to see things that inspire grievance or fear or doubt or anxiety, then that is what our perception shows us. So, what we really are trying to come to here is a sincere moment of really wanting to see God's reality, isn't it?
Yeah. Perception isn't passive, it's what we desire. And so when we truly decide to want to see something else, that fundamentally changes the whole mechanism. It's like if you've always set the projector to show a scary movie, but then you suddenly have a genuine desire to watch something beautiful instead, the movie instantly shifts. What the Course says about love being effortless feels like that too. It isn't something we have to create or try to feel. It's like the movie screen finally showing what it already has always been designed to show.
How would we, as we practice this lesson, how would we know when we truly want to see versus when we only want things to get better?
I think it's in the energy behind it. When you want things to get better, there's urgency, a sense of lack, and frustration underneath. It's often coupled with a mental checklist. I want this problem solved, then I'll be happy. But when you truly want to see, it's just curiosity. It feels lighter. No pressure for things to change, just an open acceptance of what is. Like, there's something in the stillness of it rather than the striving. Almost like a gentle expansion rather than a frantic trying to fix.
Let's go into that moment together a little bit deeper, and maybe you can offer a bit of a guided experience in the sense that, let's say that we are in the middle of a experience in our life where we do feel a sense of urgency. We want things to get better. We have our checklist, and yet somewhere within us is alive this desire for truth. And we want to practice this lesson sincerely, but we don't want to just kind of spiritually bypass what is actually happening in our mind. How do we navigate that?
Let's just pause here for a moment. Notice what happens to your breathing, and in this space of whatever is present, can you sense both things? The urgency, the to-do list for how things should be, alongside the gentle, quiet desire. Don't push either one away. Just notice how they exist together. Take a breath into that tension. And maybe with your next exhale, just soften around the need to solve anything, around the checklist. Is it possible to simply rest with the fact that this moment is exactly what it is, without resistance? There's room here to notice what's actually here. Not what you wish it was or should be, but just what is. Allow yourself to be curious about what's present, as though you're discovering something completely new. Let the intention to truly see outweigh the need for things to change. Just allow yourself to rest in that spaciousness for a moment.
Yeah, I'm seeing that contrast between how that desire for change is so future oriented, right? It's like jumping from the past, not this, and wanting it to be different in the future like this. And in contrast to that, there is just the witnessing, even witnessing of that process in and of itself as it is.
There's something liberating about that witnessing, isn't there? The future-oriented wanting keeps you busy, keeps you avoiding what's actually happening now. But in witnessing, there's nothing to do. You can just be with whatever is present. Even the urgent need to fix things becomes something to simply hold with compassion rather than struggle against. It's like the difference between having a headache and just being present with whatever energy's showing up. The witness perspective is so much more spacious.
It is indeed. I really appreciate that guidance. And as we sit with this lesson, you might gently ask yourself now, just once today, do I want to see right now? allow your awareness to simply unfold into that question. And if something opened up for you here, even slightly, I'd love to hear what shifted or what questions stayed with you. You can share that down in the comments. And as we close, let your awareness rest in this holy instant, the undefined, unknown, unconditioned by the past. And now, let us go into the silence.